Hi, I'm Joan.
And I'm Ken Satry, and we're from Plymouth. Our daughter Maria, who is a firstie at the Academy, and we also have a son that graduated in 2016 and is currently at Pearl Harbor on a submarine.
And we'd like to take this time to welcome you to the Minnesota Naval Academy Parents Association. We have found this great group to be a great resource for us as our children were at the Academy. We don't come from military families, and this has been a great way for us to learn about not only life at the Academy, but life beyond the Academy and the Navy. So we look forward to meeting you in person at one of our upcoming meetings. And good luck to your sons and daughters as you begin this journey of life at the United States Naval Academy.
Go Navy!
Beat Army!
Hey 24, I'm Maria Satry. I'm from Plymouth, Minnesota, and I went to Benilde St. Margaret's High School. I'm now a firstie at the Naval Academy and a systems engineering major. I can't wait to welcome you guys on the 11th and answer any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Swen.
And I'm Kristen, and we are co-presidents of the Minnesota Parent Association.
We live down in Burnsville, and our son Karsten is a firstie this year. We can't say enough about the Minnesota Parent Association. They have been a huge help over the journey these last 3 years.
We really exist to support one another as midshipman parents, to support our Minnesota midshipmen, and to gather together throughout the year to have fun and to learn more about our midshipmen's journey.
We'd also like to thank the McDonald's for putting together this presentation and for hosting the upcoming Zoom meeting.
And thank First Class Midshipman Maria Satry for hosting the upcoming Midshipman Zoom meeting.
You know, if there were one bit of advice we'd give to you is to get involved in the Minnesota Parent Association. It's well worth it, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And we look forward to meeting you in person someday.
On behalf of the Parents Association of Minnesota, welcome to Plebe parents and others who are watching this video to help guide you through Induction Day into the U.S. Naval Academy. We wish we could be with you in person to say welcome and congratulations, but of course circumstances right now dictate otherwise. However, our hope is that this video will help guide you and your plebe through this important time in a midshipman's career. My name is Sean McDonald. My wife is Britt, and our daughter Lauren is a rising senior, part of the class of 2021 at the Naval Academy. This year, Induction Day at the Naval Academy is going to be quite a bit different from prior years, as we all know, due to current circumstances. For example, unlike prior I-Days, parents unfortunately will not be allowed to accompany their plebe into or onto the Naval Academy yard. However, the basics of I-Day remain, which especially include making sure that your plebe is ready for I-Day, making sure that they've eaten enough, are well rested, and have exercised sufficiently to prepare for I-Day. It is really important to make sure the morning of I-Day that your plebe have a great breakfast. Speaking from our own experience, our daughter only had time for a quick granola bar the morning of I-Day, and then had no time whatsoever the rest of the day for lunch or for a snack or for anything else. She was pretty famished by the end of the day. A common question that plebe parents and plebes have is what to wear and what to bring on Induction Day. The what to wear is fairly easy. It's basically whatever the plebe is comfortable wearing, given the fact that it's probably going to be hot and humid in Annapolis on Induction Day. The what to bring should be in a small backpack and should include just a phone and charger, preferably in a Ziploc bag with the plebe's name on it, a ID and permit to report documents, some snacks, and perhaps also a scientific calculator, an inexpensive one that the plebe can use for their placement tests later on in the process. For any other materials that your plebe would like to pack, he or she should refer to the Important Information for the Class of 24 booklet, which will contain information also on what not to pack, which is just as important. Items worn or brought to Plebe's Induction Day will be returned in their backpack at the end of Plebe's summer for the plebe or for you to handle further. Athletes and musicians can of course bring their equipment that they will need for plebe summer and for their career at the Naval Academy. This year, unlike prior induction days, Induction Day this year will be happening over a 4-day period. Your plebe should have received a revised permit to report letter with the new date that they are to report from the Naval Academy. Each plebe, when they report for Induction Day, will of course receive a face mask, as will all the personnel at the Naval Academy to help process them. So once inside Alumni Hall for their Induction Day processing, your plebe will be encountering a number of stations and steps to get from the start to the finish. That includes going through an introductory document check and then getting fitted for uniforms, going through a medical check, being issued gear, finding out where their company is or which company they have, and finding out where their dorm room is. All will take the entire day. As you can imagine, it takes some time to process several hundred plebes in a given day. So this year, after Induction Day itself, your plebe will have a 14-day restriction of movement before the actual oath of office to become a plebe occurs. Ordinarily, the oath of office occurs with parents and other family and friends attending. Unfortunately, that will not be occurring this year. However, parents and others will have an opportunity to view the oath of office on a video. Watch for further information from the Naval Academy about this event. The oath of office is an important time in a plebe's life and is reprinted here in the slide for you to view because it's such an important thing for a plebe to attest to. I'm not going to read the oath of office in its entirety, but I would suggest you do so and make sure to listen for it because it's such a huge moment in a midshipman's life. One thing that you will be able to do during plebe summer is still stay in touch with your plebe, which is going to be very important to your plebe through this entire experience. Your plebe will be able to communicate with you 3 times at least during the summer. Once will be a letter, and at least 2 phone calls will be coming in from your plebe. One thing though that you can do is to be sure to write and send care packages to your plebe throughout plebe summer, knowing too that if there's ever an emergency or urgent need for you to get in touch with your plebe, you can do so through the Naval Academy's chaplain's office. Parents often ask what they could or should send to their plebe in a care package during the summer. Items that parents could or should think about sending include a U.S. flag for your plebe's dorm room, of course a bountiful array of snacks to help sustain your plebe through the summer, perhaps some personalized running shoes that your plebe prefers, and really go by whatever your plebe tells you they are really wanting or needing during plebe summer. Also keep in mind there's an opportunity for you to send a care package to plebes who may not be receiving care packages from home. Information on that is contained on the slide or on the U.S. Naval Academy website. One fun thing that parents and other family members can do during plebe summer is try to find a photo of their plebe in amongst the hundreds, if not thousands, of photos of plebes during plebe summer, which can be found online throughout plebe summer. We affectionately call this the Where's Waldo experience for folks to try to find their plebe in amongst all kinds of other like-looking plebes in the photos. That said, there are many, many sources for these photos, which you can find online, some of which are listed on this slide. Know that the health and welfare of your plebe is of uppermost concern to the U.S. Naval Academy and to the people who are in charge of all the plebes during plebe summer. With that in mind, you should know that there is a medical center on the yard for immediate medical attention for any plebe, and if something is more urgently needed, there is a world-class medical center just a few miles into town in Annapolis, which can provide more acute care for people. Chances are likely, though, that due to the physicality of plebe summer, at some point your plebe is going to encounter scrapes, bruises, or other physical injuries, and so don't be surprised if you hear something about that. One thing that's still on the Naval Academy schedule at the time of this video is Plebe Parent Weekend in early August, which, if you're able to attend, is well worth attending. It's a great chance for you and your plebe to bond and reconnect. Don't be surprised if your plebe really uses that time just to rest and sleep during your time with them, but that's really important after a long and grueling plebe summer. It's also a great chance for you to see two spots in a plebe's life that are ordinarily unavailable to you. There's only two chances for you to see during a midshipman's career. One is Bancroft Hall and the other is King Hall. Bancroft is where the dorm rooms are. King Hall is the huge dining facility for the midshipmen. Well worth the chance to visit. We hope you and your plebe have a great summer. Again, on behalf of the Parents Association of Minnesota, congratulations to you and your plebe. We look forward to seeing you at an upcoming Parents Association meeting sometime later this year. Thank you.